Imagine a survival game where instead of heroes or soldiers, you and your friends are scientists, trapped in a research facility full of failed experiments. That is Abiotic Factor. And honestly, it's one of the most fun co-op games I've ever played. Abiotic Factor is a game that surprised me in the best way possible. At first glance, it might look like another crafting survival game, but once you start playing, you realize it's something really unique. Instead of playing as soldiers or adventurers, you and your friends play as scientists, trying to survive inside a massive underground research facility that has gone very, very wrong. Think chaotic experiments, strange anomalies, hostile creatures, and a lab experiment that feels like it's slowly falling apart around you. And somehow it's both intense and hilarious. One of the things I love most about Abiotic Factor is how perfectly it's designed for co-op play. Everything about the game encourages teamwork. You're scavenging through laboratories and offices, building makeshift bases, crafting weird tools out of office supplies and lab equipment, and trying to survive whatever bizarre situation the facility throws at you. It creates these moments where you and your friends are scrambling to solve problems together. Maybe someone is desperately trying to build a barricade, while another person is fighting off creatures with a makeshift weapon, and someone else is yelling that the power just went out. Those kinds of chaotic moments are where the game really shines. The setting is another reason I love it. Instead of forests or post-apocalyptic wastelands like most survival games, everything takes place inside this enormous research complex. You explore labs, cafeterias, containment areas, offices, and strange experimental zones. The world feels mysterious and a little unsettling in the best way. You never quite know what's around the next corner. The humor in the game also makes it stand out. Even though the situation is technically pretty dangerous, the tone often feels playful and weird in a way that reminds me of classic science fiction. You're not a hero, you're basically a scientist, improvising with whatever random equipment you can find. And that leads to some really funny gameplay moments. Another thing I appreciate is the progressive system. As you explore an experiment, you unlock new crafting recipes, tools, and upgrades that make survival easier. It feels really satisfying to slowly turn a messy little safe room into a functioning base where your group can rest, craft, and plan your next expedition deeper into the facility. The deeper you go, the stranger things get, which makes exploration incredibly rewarding. And because it is co-op focused, every discovery feels like a shared experience. Finding a new area, figuring out how to survive a new threat, or building something useful together feels way more satisfying than doing it alone. It turns the whole game into a kind of cooperative, problem-solving adventure. I also really appreciate that the game doesn't rush you. You can take your time exploring, experimenting, and just enjoying the strange world the developers created. It rewards curiosity, which is something I always love in games. You can tell a lot of thought went into how players interact with the environment. So if you enjoy co-op survival games, especially ones that feel a little quirky and different, I honestly can't recommend Abiotic Factor enough. And those moments where everything goes wrong and you somehow survive together are the moments that make the game unforgettable. If you and your friends are looking for your next co-op game night, Abiotic Factor is absolutely worth checking out. Trust me, things are going to get weird in the best way. Thanks for watching. If you enjoy co-op games like this, let me know what I should try next.